Okay, riders, random start.
Y'all better get loud for him after this gate drop.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Let him hear you, Blue Springs BMX. 5-0 novice, second rack. Got Chidsey, Cates, Holly, Cross, and Hodges. Top two battling tight as we go in and out of turn number one. Cross on the outside line trying to find a way on by. That's Weston. Got a little company on the inside line. See if that rider's able to go on by. Keeping things nice and close. 23 ride, I believe. That's Caliana Chidsey. Got Chidsey and more. Oh, it's Cross running 1 and 2. Cross trying to stretch things out just a little bit. Repping that cool novice series jersey. Got still. Chidsey running 1 and 2. Holly on back to the 3 spot again. Top 2 going straight on out to a loaded 500 novice main event. Going to have a full 8 riders in that one. If all turns out on the moto sheet, 7-2-3 ride on back to the 4 spot. That's Liliana Hodges along with the 41 ride of Cates. But all the way back to me, going to go Weston Cross for a spot in the main event. And Caliana Chidsey for that second spot out of moto number 15 along with Cates, Holly, and Hodges. Yep. Yeah, reiterated again for everybody. Believe we have plates up on the hill. We do have paper plates we can give you guys, but especially these opening rounds of the year, we know you guys know your riders and the people around you know your riders. If that number plate that is on their handlebars does not match the one that is signed up for them on the moto sheet, it is so tough for our scorers and our stagers to find out who goes where. So please make sure you have those number plates up to date. But we got 2 racks, a 6-year-old novice coming all the way back to me now. First rack got Tierney, Tarpon, and Campbell, Peterson, and Jackson. Carter Jackson on the outside line trying to find a good way on by, but I believe that's Tarpening on the inside line trying to find a way on by. Confirm it by plate. That's Ruby Red Tarpening on the 33 ride. Up front, here comes Jackson on the inside line. Find a way on by on the 128 ride out of KCMO for the Purple Heart crew. Swings right a little bit. Tarpening enough to pull a little bit of break there. Maybe rail that second corner trying to find a way back on by. 144 ride of Peterson on back to the 3 spot. And Tierney on back to the 5. Single filing down through the 3rd straightaway as we go in and out of turn number 3. Still taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Carter Jackson stretching this one out now. Ruby Red still sitting on that 2 spot, trying to hold on tight to that second and final transfer spot. Straight into a main event all the way back to me. That's how it's going to go. Purple Heart Colors of Jackson getting a spot. And Ruby Red Tarpon getting that second spot out of 16. More of them coming. More 6-year-old novice. 2 on out to a main event. Got Hall, Bowman, Vincent, Wise, and more. Looks like Roman Hall for the Purple Heart Racing crew out of Pleasant Hill, Missouri. Leading them down through the 2 straightaway. Plates are flying in the air back to the 2 spot. See who we got. I believe that's Bodie Vincent on there on the 2 spot. Vincent trying to come in real hot, find a way on up to the 1 spot. Still Hall, Vincent, and 211, 189. That is Wise. And more back to the 3-4 as we go in and out of turn number 3. Still Roman Hall out front on this one, trying to find a way into a main event. Once again, stacked one for the 6-year-old novice. Going to have 8 of them coming all the way back home. Once again, Hall and Vincent on this one, bringing them wire to wire. Hall going to get a spot in the main event. And Bodie Vincent going to get a spot out of 17. Little bit bigger, 7-year-old novice got Cuffed Hat, Cannon, Franklin, Collins, and Boyer. Huge shot out of 1 rider. That's Hardcore Realty Colors. That's Avery Franklin. Leading him in and out of turn number 1. Got Franklin sitting out of the 1 spot, stretching things out just a little bit. New shiny hubs, new helmet, new goggles. Everything's matching today. Lost one back to that 3 spot. Going to get him checked on right away down through that 2 straightaway. Still Franklin and the 233 ride. Back to that 2nd spot. That's Finn Boyer coming out of Lee Summit, Missouri. Still Franklin and Boyer out on the 1-2 right now. Garrett Cannon sitting back to that 3 spot. 62 ride Cha-Cha Cuff-Tack. On back to the 4 as we come in and out of turn number 3. Franklin stretching this one out. Convincing fashion. Wire-to-wire victory. Bringing her on to straight to a main event. And that's Franklin coming out of moto number 18 along with 233 ride Finn Boyer out of moto 18. Yep, we know it's tough to see. Parents, if your rider goes down, Please, please, please do not jump out on the track. We know it's hard to see a kid go down. We've got officials stationed all the way across the track. If we need you, we will call for you. Called for. Unless you are called for, parents, please refrain from hopping that fence and running out on the track. All right. Also, little one, opening day, we get it. We get it's easy to get things mixed up. Parents, you are only allowed to go up into staging if your rider is 5 years old or younger to have their tire held in the gate. Other than that, parents, you can be in the staging chutes with them behind that red line. But as soon as they come up past that red line, you've got to stay on back. Please do not come up there with them. It is even more confusing for our stagers trying to get everybody lined up right now. Make sure they got... Yep,
Attention.
no recording from there either. Please just make sure they have the correct number. Get them up in the chute where they need to be. And once they are called out, please head back on down. We appreciate everybody. Motor number 19 out on track right now. Total points racing on this one. 9-year-old novice. Guys, Xander Newland, Everett Groover, and the bug, Katie Johnson. Pretty good shot out of Lake Pink. That's the bug. Katie Johnson out of Green Valley, Missouri, stretching things out down through the 2 straightaway. 340 right hanging on to the 2 spot. That's Newland. Got a whole lot of Groover on the outside line trying to find a way on by. Newland, did lose one out there. That's Johnson. Down in turn number 2, going to get her picked up and checked out. That's going to be Merry Christmas to Newland, who slides on up to the 1 spot, and Groover on back to the 2. Total points racing on this one, so that one is big right there. The bug sitting on some low points. She's back on up. Give her a hand. Going to finish out this round number 1 strong. Still have an opportunity to get back into it and win the overall on that one, but just made it a little tougher to do there. But we got a battle going on right here. Groover and Newland. Newland was leading. Groover going to come right on by at the stripe, taking early and a big total points win on that. Setting him up well for the remaining rounds. Going to go Groover, Newland, and Johnson 1, 2, and 3 out of 19. 20 the motor number, a little bigger, little faster. 10-year-old novice has got Pavone, Velasquez, Dutton, Highfill, and Lamano. Pretty good shot out of the 129. Freaky Fast Racing Colors. That's Salamano. 177 right on the 2 spot. That's Roman Pavon. Got Lamano and Pavon out of the 1-2. Believe that is Wyatt Dutton on back to the 3 spot. 975 trying to find a way on by. That's Highfill. And Velasquez on back to the 5, but it is all Salamano doing it for the Freaky Fast Racing crew coming out of Green Valley, Missouri. Leading wire to wire on this one. Grabbed the whole shot, led it all through the 3 straightaways. Trying to bring it all the way back home to lock in one of 2 spots in a main event. Going to go Lamano for a spot. And Roman Pavon for a spot out of 20. 21 the motor number. Pretty good shot out of the outside ride. We got Harrell, Laney, Opfer, and Carlton. Who we got? State number 8. That's E-Money. Carlton doing it for the Purple Heart Racing crew. Sitting out front on this one. 243. Opfer, nice little save there. Harrell on back to the 4 spot. Going to put Laney on up to the 2. Got Carlton, Laney. And Opfer 1, 2, and 3 on this one right now as we go down through the section. Taking one rider on out to a main event. I got a little bit of dominating fashion on this one. Carlton. E-Money doing it for the PHR crew, trying to make sure it's him getting that spot all the way back to the line. That's how it's going to go. Going to go E-Money for your one and only spot in a main event. Lost one there at the stripe. Man, second time down. Close one for Opfer. Going to get him checked out. Hardcore Realty 1, 2 out of this one. 12-year-old novice, 22 the motor number. Got the Hunter or Rogers, Johnson, Miracle, Campbell, and Franklin. Looks like 147 ride sitting out front on this one. That's Winston the Hunter Rogers and Hayden Franklin out on the 1, 2. Oh, no, Franklin's on 3. That's Miracle on the 2 spot. We got 3 Hardcore Realty riders out on the 1, 2, 3 right now. Still the Hunter trying to lead this one back, but he's got a whole lot of Maverick Miracle trying to find a way on by. Going to go Rogers, Miracle, your 1, 2, and your only 2 spots in a main event. Hayden Franklin having to play, I guess, third fill to his 2 teammates. They're going to come on back for a 3 spot. Once again, that was Maverick Miracle. And the Hunter of Winston Rogers grabbing up your 2 transfer spots. Out of motor number 22. Oh, that one's going to look good. I'm not going to tell them which rider it is, but one of the parents who had a kid in that moto. Maybe 2. How good of a photographer are you? Just the 1? 3? Bad. All right. Getting Opfer checked out over there. Is it Opfer, Opfer? I'll get it clarified a little later. Coming out of Mayview, Missouri. Back up to his feet, it looks like. Once again, everybody, while we're sitting on a little break check here, concessions line is still pretty long. Can't tell you it's short, but head on over to concessions. We're going to keep.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down on 23. 13-year-old novice taking one rider on out to the main event. Got Jackson Payton, Skylar Visnich, River Patty, and Connor Arnold. Pretty good shot out of a rider on the inside line. Try to get a peek of a number plate there. Looks like 29 ride. That is Skylar Visnich doing it for the Donut Factory out of Independence, Missouri. Lost a foot off the pedal. Going to get back on it real quick. Hold on to that one spot. Again, just taking one rider on out to a main event. 239 on back to the 2 spot. That's Payton out of Grand Valley, Missouri, along with Arnold on back to the 3 spot. Patty back to the 4. Single filing down through the 3 straightaway. In and out of that final corner all the way back home. Still Visnich trying to bring this one on back wire to wire. Grab up that elusive transfer spot to the main event. Visnich going to come on home, grabbing up that first and only transfer out of 23. Tight race and inside line opened up right there. A little bit of a move, not quite going to happen for the 14 novice. 24, the motor number. Got King, Bayless, Dill Pickle, Harris, and Hawkins. 222 and the 195 out front on this one right now. That looks like Hawkins and King. Hawkins, King running 1 and 2 right now. And then on turn number 2, it's all Carson Hawkins out of KCO. Leading them down through the section. Got a whole lot of Dylan King in that rearview mirror. Dylan Harris on back to the 3 spot. And Lily Bayless on back to the 4. Tight racing for that one and only transfer spot all the way back home. King trying to make a little bit of a charge at it. See what he's got for Hawkins all the way back home. Not quite enough. 222 going straight on out to a main event. Automotive number 24. Crossing the halfway mark now. 35 novice. 26-35 is out of 25. Via the motor number. Total points racing on this one for Blake Cates, La Macklin, and Cody Chidsey. Get a peek. Again, new number plate. Throw me off, man. Blake Cates, PHR crew out of Independence Mo, leading this one down through the 2 straightaway. Looks like Chidsey on back to the 2. So we got Cates, Chidsey, and Macklin running 1, 2, 3 down through the section right now.
Okay, riders, random start.
Outside of that 3rd straightaway, looking like Daytona coming all the way back home. You can feel the air coming off of them as well. Single filing back to the stripe. Every spot's going to count. Total points racing on this one. Blake Cates going to grab up a 1 spot. Chidsey going to grab up a 2 close to the line. And Macklin for a 3 out of 25. Welcome to the intermediate class. 26 the motor number now. 6-year-old intermediates. Guy Remington Tipton, K-Bo Hall, Piper Harves, and Blakey Dotson. All the way back down to me through that 2 straightaway. 31 right out front on this one. Believe that's Hall. Oh, no, that's Tipton sitting out front on this one. Remy Tipton, looks like. K-Bo Hall back to the 3 spot. Piper Harves to the 4. Dotson. Harves to the 3. Dotson to the 4. Wow. It's the pink. I can get away from that. Looks like Tipton doing it for Darby and the gang, still coming out of Lenexa, Kansas, all the way back home, trying to grab up one spot in a main event all the way back home. Still Cabo Hall and Piper Harves on the 2-3 all the way back to me, but it's still going to be Remy Tipton, wire to wire on this one, grabbing up the one and only spot in the main event out of 26.
Ready, watch the gate.
27, the motor number, 8-year-old intermediates, guys, Seth Daly, Emmett Hall, El Diablo, Connor Grist, G Money, Tune, and Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson. Pretty good shot out of the PHR ride. Looks like Emmett Hall leading him out of turn number 1. Cha-ching for a little imaginary hole shot money. Onto wheels ride back to the 2 spot. That's El Diablo and Grist. Is it Grist? No, it's Dotson. Oh, and Dotson out on the 1-2 right now, followed up by the Edge Racing duo of Daly and G Money. Grist on back to the 5, taking 2 riders straight on out to a main event out of this one. Still Hall. And Brodo Dotson out running 1 and 2 on this one, stretching things out just a little bit. Daly and G Money doing all they can to keep pace, but it's going to be Emmett Hall and Brodo Dotson punching their tickets to the main event out of motor number 27. 8-year-old intermediates, 28 the motor number now. 9-year-old intermediates got JT Tipton, Lightning Lachlan Campbell, Declan McWelly, and Brennan Hale along with Axel Miracle and Hunter Hodges. Might be another Tipton out front on this 130 ride. That is JT Tipton, Lenexa, Kansas again for Darby and the gang. Got the teammate of Brennan Hale on back to the 2 spot. They're stretching things out a little bit. Here comes Lightning Campbell and Hodges. Hodges going to swoop on in for that 3 spot. Here comes Lightning around the outside line, bringing things all the way back to me. Still the Hunter, holding on to that 3 spot. We're taking 3 riders. Just 2 of them on out to the main event out of this one. Those bikes are the likes of us, boys. Stretching things out all the way back home. Got Tipton and Hale. Hale making a bit of a charge. Doesn't matter. They're both going on to the main event wire to wire for Tipton and Hale. Straight on out to a main event out of 28. Stinky trying to make a push, but it's all Big Mac out of 29. 10-year-old intermediates got Belcher, Harrell, Duval, Hobbs, and Hall. Looks like Big Mac Duval out front on this one, along with Stinky, Dylan, Harrell. Noak Belcher on that shiny new rock plate sitting on back to the 3 spot, along with Dobbs and Adeline Hall. A little squirrely riding out of Noak as we go down through the 3 straightaway, but it's all PHR colors of Big Mac leading this one in out of turn number 3. Been putting some work in the offseason, I believe, a little bit of airtime. Little flat land, not going to let it bug him too much. Going to go Duval and Harrell, grabbing up your 2 transfer spots to a main event out of 29. 30 the motor number, total points racing for the 11 intermediates. Got Benny the Jet Bass, Trenton T-Money Stewart, and the whole shot, Brady Barker. You know who's got it. It's whole shot leading him down through the 2 straightaway. That's Barker. Hardcore Real at Elise Summit, Missouri. Got the PHR colors of T-Money Stewart back to 2 spot. And Benny the Jet Bass on back to the 3 as we go down through the section. Single file in this one. Again, every spot's going to count for them. Total points racing means they're doing it all night long for every spot they can get. So you make 1 pass, could very well be the difference between 2nd and 3rd or 1st and 2nd on a night. All the way back to me. Going to go Barker for the 1 spot, Team Money for the 2, Benny the Jet for the 3 out of motor number 30. 31 the motor number got Bowman, McMorris, Conklin, King, Bass, Nash, Farrell, and Biondi for the 12-year-old intermediates. 3 on out to a main event. Looks like McMorris along with the 91 and the 227. That's King and Farrell. So King, Farrell, and McMorris leading them down through the 2 straightaway, in and out of the 2nd corner down through the section. Still McMorris and Dylan King running 1 and 2. Privateer colors for McMorris and the PHR crew for King leading them in and out of turn number 3. 227, Jacob Farrell got the whole wide world coming after him all the way back to the stripe. A little bit of pressure, but it's going to go King, Farrell, and McMorris, your transfer spots out of 31 into a stacked main event. 32, the motor number gate is down for the 13 intermediates. Got A.J. Johnson, Benjamin Fetch, and London Johnson. Pretty good shot at a Fetch, but it's all A.J. Johnson doing it for the Freaky Fast crew. Round the outside line, and turn number 1, Fetch had to check up a little bit. Now he's got London Johnson all over the back heels. Down through the 2 straightaway, it's all Johnson coming out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Riding for McCann and the gang over with the Freaky crew as we come in at turn number 2. Still Johnson, Fetch, and Johnson. Johnson, and Fetch. Like a law firm name? Sound like it?
Okay, riders. Random start.
Sounds like something you drive by on I-70, see a billboard for it. Total points racing on this one again. Every spot's going to count all the way back home. Going to go A.J. Johnson for the 1 spot. Benjamin Fetch reeling in close for the 2. London Johnson for the 3 out of 32. Stacked one coming to me. 14 intermediates. 33 the motor number got Penny, Odell, Laney, Skaggs, Green, Belgrave, Alexander, and Ostrom. Looks like 69 right sitting out front on this one. Believe that's the Falcon, Jabril Belgrave. Got Belgrave along with the 4 and the 97. That's the Lady in Black. And Blake Laney out 1, 2, and 3. Here comes Ostrom on the inside line trying to find a way on up. Ostrom going to take over that 3 spot. Not without a fight from Laney in the 149 of Skaggs. Fighting back for that 3 spot. They're 3 on out to the main event. But it's all the Falcon and Belgrave and the Lady in Black running 1, 2. Here comes Ostrom back to the 3.
Okay, riders.
Crossing the line, the Lady in Black is safe. The Falcon is safe. And Stephen Ostrom. Steve-O with a good little move to put himself into a main event for the 14 intermediates out of 33. Not going to give me a break, are they? 34, 15 intermediates. Got Svoboda, Pokup, Bowman, Pelster, Schlotzauer, Campbell, Kohler, and Harris in and out of turn number 1. Looks like Caden Kohler for the Bicycle Shack crew sitting out front on this one along with the 54 ride. That's the Golden Peddler. Harris. Here comes Cheese, Svoboda, and Campbell fighting back for the 3-4. Again, 3 riders going on out to a main event. Still Caden Kohler and the Golden Peddler Harris outrunning 1 and 2. Cheese Dust doing all she can to hold off Campbell. Here comes Henry around the outside line. See if Cheese Dust can shut the door. Just about does. Here comes Campbell. We got a drag race down to the stripe for number 3. Going to go Kohler, Harris, and Campbell coming on by for that third and final transfer spot. Out of motor number 34 into a stacked 15 intermediate main event.
Ready, watch the gate.
35, the motor number 17, 20 intermediates got Highfill, Fritz, and Kelly. Pretty good shot out of Super Cooper Kelly, leading him down through the first straightaway in and out of turn number 1, doing it the Edge Racing crew all the way back home. State champion from 2024, leading him back down, 974 ride. That's Highfill and Fritz battling on the 2-3, still Highfill's spot. Oh, a little bit of tire action in and out of turn number 2. Here's some brakes drag out of those back 2. Cooper saying, come on, Cooper, down through the 3 straightaway. Pink sleeves and all. Here comes Super Cooper Kelly off. Fritz trying to go around the outside. Highfill going to fight back. See what we got in and out of turn number 2. Low points going to matter for those back 2. Battling for every spot they can get all the way back to strive. Fritz puts the high-low on him. Going to come on back for the 2 spot, but it's all Super Cooper Kelly for the 1. Braden Fritz for Darby and the gang with the 2. Highfill for your 3 out of 35. 36, the motor number. Got Johnson sitting out front on this one. 36-40 intermediates. Got Sidislav Aiken, Mac McElwee, Scott Johnson, and Jason Mercer. Got Johnson and believe that might be 43 ride. That's McElwee coming out of Mays, Kansas, leading him back down through the 2 straightaway in that 2 spot. Whole lot of pressure from Mercer on the outside line. Taking 1 rider on out to the main event, though. It's all Scott Johnson coming back home. Going to go Johnson for that 1 and only transfer spot out of 36. Big thank you to all the volunteers, all the out-of-towners for showing up tonight. Everybody drove a long ways to race.
Ready.
That's right. Haven't mentioned that yet. Sid the Sloth sitting out there in turn number 3. We'll be racing tomorrow at Heartland BMX for their opening day. Make sure to head on out to Topeka, Heartland BMX. Check the Facebook page. I believe their signups are running from 6 to 7 o'clock tomorrow. Is that right? 6 to 7? Cool. I got it. Heading on out to Heartland BMX tomorrow. Everybody go say hi for their opening day. 37. Ooh. Got well. Running 1, 2, 3 on this one.
Attention.
Wellborn, Shepard, and Dotson running 1, 2, and 3 for the 10-year-old ladies experts. Total points racing on this one. They're going to do it all 3 times. Wire-to-wire win for the wild one. Wellborn going to come on back for a 1 spot. Smiley Kylie for a 2. Quads Dotson for a 3 out of 37. 38, the motor number, 12-year-old girls experts got Gwenny Garrow, Mac Roberts, and the Twisted Sister of Ireland Kelly. Got Kelly doing it for the Bikes for the Likes of Us crew, leading them down through the 2 straightaway out of 38. Total points ripping on this one means we're taking nobody out of round number 1. They're going to race them all 3 times tonight for low points. The Gold Cup champion out front right now, that's still the Twisted Sister of Kelly, along with Garrow and Mac Roberts running 1, 2, and 3, single filing through the section, in and out of the 3rd and final corner, all the way back to me. Low point going to go to Kelly out of round number 1. Garrow going to try to hold on tight for that 2 spot. She will over Roberts for the 3 out of 38. 39, the motor number, got Kitty Cat, Kaylin Holt, Super Sophia Campbell, and Fly Rye Brown. Got Kitty Cat Holt sitting out front on this one right now, in and out of turn number 2. Should have gotten a little bit of air, Kaylin. Maybe I wouldn't call you Kitty Cat then. Going to go Holt and Brown, still 1 and 2 down through the 3 straightaway. Super Campbell.
Attention.
Back to the 3 spot, single filing in and out of turn number 3 again. Every low point going to count for these gals. They're rating all 3 times tonight. Every spot's going to count back home. Low point going to go to Holt out of round number 1. Fly Rye going to grab up that 2 spot. Sophia Campbell for the 3 out of motor number 39. 40, the motor number, 41 to 50. Ladies experts got Vanessa Mayo, Grandma Mary Wallace, and Miss Kitty Westenauer. Back down through the 2 straightaway. Looks like Vanessa Mayo sitting out front on this one. Is she riding for Sia or Bikes for the Likes of Us? It's one of the 2. Bikes for the Likes of Us jersey. Sia on the sheet. Which one is it? Both. She's running for both. Still Mayo sitting out front on this one. Miss Kitty on to the 2 spot. Grandma Mary to the 3. Those 2 doing battle in cruiser and class tonight, going down through the section single file. All the way back to me. Vanessa Mayo going to come on back for a low point out of round number 1. Looks like Miss Kitty going to come on back for a 2 spot. Grabbing up a low point for that 2. And Grandma Mary going to come on back for a 3 out of motor number 40. 41, the motor number. Welcome to the expert class. 8-year-old experts got the Baby Cake Miller, Holly King, the Sheepdog, a Shepherd, and Eula Shingleton. Pretty good shot out of the LSG colors on the rock number 1. That's Asher King. Again, coming out of Carlisle, Iowa, riding for Donovan and the gang. Looks like Shingleton and Shepard running back to the 2-3. Sheepdog got a little piece of that door left open by Shingleton. Going to come on back by for the 2. Still King, Shepard, and Shingleton running 1, 2, and 3 along with
Attention.
Miller and Holly running back to the 4-5.
Okay, riders.
On out to the
Random
main
start.
event. Just 2 going on out of this one as we come all the way back home. Little smooth air time for King. Going to grab up 1 transfer spot straight to a main event, along with the Freaky Fast Colors of Sheepdog Shepard moving on out of 41. Pretty good shot out of the freight train as we go in and out of turn number 1. 9-year-old experts got the Wildman Rourke, T-Bone Moorhead, the Golden Boy Little, Clutch Howard, and Jackson Bowie. It's all Bowie riding for the Bicycle Shack crew, leading them down through the 2 straightaway. Look at, whoa, they're all running different jerseys. I believe that's Little. Golden Boy on back to the 2 spot. Yep, going to go Bowie, Little, and T-Bone Moorhead running 1, 2, and 3. Along with Howard and Rourke running on the 4-5 as we go in and out of turn number 3, taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Little going to give them a little bit of a race all the way back to the stripe. Side by side, these 2 going to go. They'll do battle in the main event again. Going to go the freight train and the Golden Boy moving on out of 42. 43, the moto number, a little bigger, a little faster. 10-year-old experts got Harps, Penny, Hall, Hawthorne, Jackman, and Murray. Looks like Racing Kaysen and EJ Hawthorne. Hawthorne just about had the whole shot. Racing Kaysen slammed that door shut. Go Murray, Hawthorne running 1 and 2 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Got the Wolverine on back to the 3 spot. Never mind. Here comes Saucony Hall. Fetty stay ready, moving on up to the 3 spot. Here comes Sawyer Penny around the outside along with Harves.
Attention.
Trying to gain back some lost ground is the Wolverine, but it's all the On2 Wheels teammates, Racing Kaysen and EJ Hawthorne. 2 spots up for grabs in a main event. Those 2 going to take them with authority. Back to me, going to go Racing Kaysen and EJ Hawthorne at a 43. Penny getting real close there at the stripe. 44, the motor number, 11-year-old experts got Xavier Davidson, G-Man Gavin Campbell, and zooming Stone Cold Horn. In and out of turn number 1, still the X-Man of Davidson sitting out front on this one along with Campbell. And Horn down through the 2 straightaway, trying to stretch things out just a little bit is Davidson. You got to go faster, X. Pick up those pedals. Come on. G-Man on back to the 2 spot at Astro Colors of Stone Horn. Back to the 3 again. Heartland BMX racing tomorrow for their opening day. You guys got a free day, free evening. Drive on down there to Heartland BMX. Say what's up. Flood them with Kansas City for that main event. All the way back to me. Going to go Davidson for a low point out of round number 1. Ooh, we'll check with the line on that one for the 2-3. Hello. We'll get back to it. 45, the moto out on track right now. 13-year-old experts got Velasquez, Couts, the Nightmare, Taylor, and Corbin Davidson. Got Couts and the Nightmare out running 1 and 2 right now, along with Velasquez and Davidson back to the 3-4. Davidson looking to take a shot for that 3 spot. Going to have to settle on back for the 4. All the way back home, taking 1 rider on out to the main event. Going to go Patrick Couts for that 1 and only spot out of motor number 5. '46, the moto track going down through the 3 straightaway. Got Hingle, Hughes, Hattie, Wiseman, Campbell, and Kurritz. As we come all the way back, Jimmy, 2 riders going on out to the main event. Looks like Hingle and Kurritz lead them all the way back home. Campbell trying to get up a little closer, but it's all the Orange Crusher. And the comeback kid running 1-2 out of 46. '44, that was Davidson, Campbell, and Horn running 2 and 3. Campbell and Horn 2nd and 3rd out of 44. All the way back to me, the captain, Jasper Kennedy, along with Stafford, leading this one back to the stripe for 47. 1 rider on out to the main event. The captain going to go with Stafford, keeping close, along with Luptak and Schwartz. The captain grabbing the transfer spot out of 47. 48, the moto out on track. All going to get Hogue checked out over there on the 1st straightaway. You all right, Austin? Might have lost a pedal, going to get him checked out. But it's all Madden and Tolfrey. Here comes the showdown down through the 2 straightaway. Tolfrey going to try to go around the outside. Madden going to check on up. Said, I got a beat up ankle. It's not worth fighting for that. All the way back to me. Going to go Tolfrey, Madden. And Blake running 1, 2, and 3, getting Hogue picked up over there on the 1st straightaway. Still going to go Tolfrey.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random
Spare you
start.
guys from ever having to hear that again.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down on motor number 49, 26, 35-year-old experts guy, Robert Pyle, Darren Nash, and downtown Andrew Brown. Pretty good pop out of Nash, but here comes downtown Brown on the inside line, going to take that one away. Nash going to fight right on back around the outside line. Total points racing on this one for these fellas. Every spot going to count all night long. Nash trying to pick up all the extra pedals. Downtown Brown trying to play all kinds of defense, see if he can leave no gaps open. You give Nash an inch, he'll take a mile as we go in and out of turn number 3. Nash going to pull a little break right there, had to check on up. Made the smart call as we go in and out of turn number 3. All the way back home. Nash not quite done yet as we come back to the stripe. Going to go down. Brown for the 1 spot. Nash for the 2. Pyle for the 3. Good racing, fellas. That'll do it for round number 1, everybody.
Attention.
Let's roll, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
riders,
Round
random
number
start.
2.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Bam, gate hits the deck. 4 is the motor number 13 to 14-year-old Lady Cruisers. Got Bea Quads Dotson, Smiley Kylie Shepard, and the Lady in Black, Ava Alexander. Pretty good shot out of Alexander and Shepard along with Quads Dotson. Single filing as we come in and out of turn number all the way back down through the 2 straightaway. Still the Lady in Black sitting out front out of O'Fallon, Missouri. Followed by Smiley Kylie Shepard for the Freaky Fast Racing Crew and Quads Dotson. Doing it for the On 2 Wheels crew out of Topeka, Kansas, bringing this one all the way back to me.
Okay, riders, random
Okay,
start.
they're all local, but like
Riders ready.
O'Fallon, Overland Park, all the way back to me. Total points racing on this one. Alexander grabbed up a 1 spot in round number 1. Going to do it again in round number 2. Shepard going to grab up another 2 spot with pressure from Dotson. They are going to come on back for a 3 out of motor number 4. 5 the motor number 17 to 20-year-old Lady Cruisers. Got McKenna Luptak, Ashlyn Hoyer, and Sierra Mayo. Got Luptak for the 110 nutrition crew out front on this one. Out of Blue Springs, Missouri, along with Ashlyn Hoyer back to the 2, Sierra Mayo to the 3. But it's all Luptak down through the section. Again, running nationally ranked at this point in the year. Really, really cool to see as we go in on a turn number 3. Stretching this one out by near a straightaway. Still followed up by Hoyer and Mayo. Total points racing on this one. They're going to do it
Attention.
all night long, all 3 rounds, all the way back to me. Going to go McKenna Luptak for yet another ace and another low point. Out of round number 2. Hoyer going to come on back for another 2 spot. Mayo for another 3. Kiara, my bad. Thank you. 6 now, the motor number 31 to 35 women cruisers. Got Sid the Sloth Aiken, Liz Daly, and Vanessa Mayo. Looks like Sid the Sloth coming out of Topeka, Kansas for the On 2 Wheels crew. Opening up Kansas Heartland BMX tomorrow for their opening day on the season. Once again, 6 to 7 o'clock signups out at Heartland BMX. Followed up by Daly and Mayo running back to the 2-3 single filing. As we go down through the section, On 2 Wheels, Edge Racing, and Bikes for the Likes of Us running 1 and 3. All the way back home. Not total points on this one. What you see is what you get. Just the top 2 moving on. Liz Daly going to hold on to that 2 spot. Try to. Sid the Sloth definitely going to get a spot in. And pressure from Vanessa Mayo at the end, but Liz Daly going to hold on tight for that 3rd and final transfer spot. In the 31-35 Ladies Cruiser main event out of motor number 6. 7 is the motor number 51 to 55 women cruisers. Kathy Hall, Miss Kitty, and Grandma Mary. Looks like Kathy Hall and Miss Kitty are running 1 and 2. Grandma Mary on back to the 3. Some hoodies are starting to pop up out on the track. Still, Kathy Hall and Miss Kitty running 1-2. Grandma Mary to the 3, single filing it down through the second. Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary doing battle on the class bike and the cruiser tonight.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
But it's all Kathy Hall on opening day. Going to bring it all back for her 2nd ace.
Watch the gate.
And a perfect point score going into the main event. Miss Kitty going to grab up yet another deuce. And Grandma Mary going to come home for the 3 out of motor number 7. 8 now the motor number. 8-year-old cruisers got Weston the Sheepdog Shepherd, Asher King, and El Diablo Connor Grist. Got King and Shepherd running 1-2 out of turn number 1. Real close as Shepherd. See if he can hang with him down through the 2 straightaway. As King doing it for Donovan and the gang, the factory LSG colors. Going to run this one. 2. Fetch. Benjamin Fetch to staging. Benjamin Fetch to staging. We got King and Sheepdog still running 1 and 2. Shepherd trying to hang close. Got El Diablo back to that 3 spot. This one is total points once again. So they're running all 3 rounds all night long, bringing this one all the way back home. Going to be the Rock 1. Going wire to wire. That King grabbing up yet another ace. 2 spot again going to Shepherd. And the 3 spot going to El Diablo Grist out of motor number 8. Moto number 9 out on track. 10-year-old cruisers. 2 riders going on out to a main event. Got Firefox, Braden Holt, Jackson, the Freight Train Bowie, the Wildman, Waylon Rourke. Top 2 going on out. Looks like the Freight Train and the Firefox out running 1 and 2. The Wild Rourke find his way on up into the mix as we go in and out of turn number 2 still. Bowie, Holt running 1 and 2. The Wildman, Rourke for the Freaky Fast crew trying to find a way on up.
Riders, random start.
Made the trip over here from Des Moines, Iowa. But it's all the 2 locals out front right now. Got Bowie and Holt still trying to bring this one wire to wire all the way back to the stripe. 2 spots up for grabs in a main event. That's how it's going to go. Got Bowie and Holt. Good race into Rourke. Out of moto number 9. Benjamin Fetch. One more time on up the staging. Benjamin Fetch. One more time needs you up the staging. 10 the moto out on track. 11 cruisers. Got a pretty good battle. Whole shot Barker on the big wheels trying to hold on to that one. But goes zooming Stone Cold. Got Horn and Barker. Team Money on by as well. Total points racing on this one. So it's all good for Barker. Not going to get eliminated, but man had a whole shot. Couldn't quite hold on to 1 and 2. Both go by. Out of Topeka, Kansas, going to go Stone Horn for a 1 spot. Team Money for a 2. Those 2 going to be tied up going into the main event. Whole shot for a 3 out of moto number 10. 11, the moto out on track, 14-year-old Cruisers. God Hughes sitting out front on this one, along with the 41 ride, Dill Pickle Harris. God Hughes and Harris out running 1 and 2, miss and fetch from the section. Bennett, need you on up to staging for your 5 and under moto. Bennett, need you on up to staging. But coming back to me, it's all Colin Hughes out of O'Fallon, Missouri, doing it for Darby and the gang. Going to grab up his second ace. And round number 2 going to go in with perfect scores. Harris going to come on back for a 2 spot out of moto number 11. 12, the motor going through turn number 1 right now. Got Harris, Stafford, and Schwartz. Looks like Brody Stafford sitting out front on this one right now, doing it for the On Two Wheels crew. Leading them in and out of turn number 2, guys. Schwartz and the Golden Peddler Harris running 2-3. They're single filing down through the section once again. Total points racing on this one, so what you see is not quite what you get, but they're racing for total points all the way back home because every spot going to count as we tally them up by the end of the night. But it's going to be a perfect score going into the main event for Stafford. Coming on back for another 1. Same for Schwartz with 2 2s. Harris with 2 3s out of moto number 12. 13, the moto out on track. Jamison and Abernathy looks like super smooth. Chad Abernathy out of Raymore, Missouri for the PHR crew. Going to lead him down through that second straightaway along with Jamison and Andrew running 1, 2, and 3. Top 2 riders going on out to a main event. Still Chad Abernathy, Andrew Jamison. Jamison coming out of KCMO, Overland Park. Doing it for the Bikes of the Likes of Us crew. Along with Rob Andrew coming out of Overland Park as well. Leading them down through the section as we come all the way back home for Abernathy. Going to grab up 1 spot in the main event.
Ready.
Drew Jamison going to get that second spot. Good racing to Mr. Andrew. Automotive number 13. The motor number out on track. 5 and 9 novice. Get loud for him, everybody. Top 2 riders going on out to a main event. They're racing for it all right now. Got Campbell, Shingleton, and Murray. 3 come in, 2 go out. Looks like Brecken Murray sitting out front right now. Topeka, Kansas on 2 wheels colors. You know what I'm going to say. She'll be out at Harlan BMX tomorrow for that opening day race. 6 o'clock signups, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Make sure to get on over to Harlan BMX. If you've got a free night, not only do you get track time in this early spring, get to go support another Kansas City track on their opening day of the season. But it's still Murray. Shingleton running 1, 2. Here comes the Honey Badger of Campbell. You got to look straight, girl, not at me. She's riding by me like.
Ready. Watch the game.
That way. As we come out of turn number 3, all the way back home, still, Brecken Murray going to try to go wire to wire on this one for the On Two Wheels gang. Going to get that first spot in a stacked 5 and 0 novice main event. Enoch Shingleton going to come on back for that second spot. Out of motor number 14, good racing to Georgia Campbell. 15, the motor number 2nd rack, 5 and 0 novice guy, Cates, Holly, and Hodges. Again, 3 riders coming in, doing battle for 2 spots. Oh, we only got 2 out on track? That's a boat ride, ladies and gentlemen. Zoe Holly going through turn number 1. We need Lyric and Charla over to the staging. We need Cha-Cha Cufftack and Lyric Collins both to head on over to staging ASAP. But it's all Holly and the 723 ride of Liliana Hodges sitting out 1, 2 in this one.
Random start.
Only 2 riders show up. Those of you who haven't seen it before, we're taking 2 riders and there's only 2 there. Doesn't matter where they finish. Both go on to the main event. Of course, they're not riding all that different, but the big guys at Nationals, whatnot, they love to get those boat rides, take a break for a round. Zoe Holly going to cross with 1 spot in that main event. And Miss Liliana Hodges is going to come on back for that second spot in the main event out of motor number 15. 16, the motor number 1st rack, 6-year-old novice, 2 racks of them as well. 2 spots up for grabs in the main event. Got the 200 and the 144. That's Peterson and Tierney out front on this one. River the Diva Campbell trying to find her way on up into the mix. We're taking the top 2 on out still. Brody Peterson trying to find a way on by, but it's all Matthias Tierney out front right now coming out of KCMO. Oh, tires did touch right there. Tierney did a really good job to hold on to that one.
Attention.
Peterson gave him a little tap from behind, letting him know. He said, hey, I'm right here.
Random start.
Lyric and Charlotte, need you guys up one more time. Lyric Collins and Cha-Cha Cufftack need you guys up to staging as soon as you can, or you're going to miss your moto. Going to go Peterson and Tierney on back for your 2 spots in a 6-year-old novice main event. Good racing to the Diva, River Campbell out of 16. 17, the moto out on track. 2nd rack is 6-year-old novice guy, Roman Hall, Weston Bowman. Weston Bowman, Wyatt Wise, and Weston Moore out here, my bad. Got the 189, I believe that's Weston Moore sitting out front on this one. Still the 189 ride, that's Weston Moore coming out of Bates City, Missouri, leading him down through the section along with the 292 of Bowman. Wise trying to find a way on up into the mix. Needs to do a little bit of work. Weston Bowman trying to hold on tight to that one. Bowman, little mistake, going to hold on to it. Left the inside a little bit open. They'll see if Wyatt can make anything happen as we come in and out of turn number 3. But all the way back home, wire to wire for Weston Moore. Lyric and Charla, one more call for you guys. Lyric and Charla, one more call. Wise put in a good push. Not quite enough. 2 spots going to go to Bowman and Moore out of motor number 17.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
Dan.
Riders ready.
Hello.
Riders.
He's not going to say it back. He said, not on the mic. Okay, goes down to motor number 17. Get loud for him, everybody. We got Garrett Cannon out on track. That's it. There's no more names. So we were talking about 2 riders being a boat ride. Is one rider like a special boat ride? Is like an extra boat ride? All I know is Garrett's enjoying himself sitting out there right now, leading him down through turn number 2. Going to pick up one of the 2 spots available in the 7-year-old novice main event. Man, all you had to do was show up if you're one of the other 2, and you're going straight to a main event on a Friday night.
Attention.
Neither one does. That means I'm crossing some names. Garrett Cannon going to move on up to a main event with 7-year-old novices. All the way back to me to the stripe, Garrett Cannon. Come on back with a win out of round number 2 from motor number 18, 8-year-old novice. 19, the motor number 9-year-old novice guy, Newland Groover. And the bug, Katie Johnson. Johnson sitting out front on this one right now. Same thing as round number 1. Gets through turn number 2 clean this time around. Here goes the bug through the 3 straightaway, trying to make up for some lost points in round. Got the 979 of Groover and Newland sitting 2 and 3 right now. Groover sitting on a 1 spot out of round number 1.
Attention.
Newland sitting on a 2 spot. The bug trying to make up some lost ground. Set herself in a good spot for the main event. Likely still going to need a little bit to go her way, but nonetheless, coming back to the line. Newland sitting on a 2 spot. The bug trying to make up some lost ground. Set herself in a good spot for the main event. Likely still going to need a little bit to go her way, but nonetheless, coming back to the line, Katie Johnson, going to not necessarily what you get as we come all the way back home still. Heifel and Dutton out on the 1-2. Velasquez trying to find her way on up into the mix. Not quite going to be enough on a Friday night. Going to go outside of motor number 20. 21, the motor number 11-year-old novice got Harrell, Laney, and Oprah. Looks like we just got Harrell and Laney out there. Last call for River Patty. River Patty, last call. You up in staging right now, but as we go down through the section still, just Zach Laney and Jacqueline Harrell down through the section. These 2 going to go on out to an 11-year-old novice main event.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Harrell putting in a little bit of a push for the Edge Racing crew, but it's all the Donut Factory. Zach Laney going to go on out to a main event along with Jacqueline Harrell out of motor number 21. Oh, good push from the outside line right there for the 12-year-old novice. 22, the motor number. Got Johnson, Campbell, and Franklin. That was Lily Campbell. Good shot out of the outside line. Made her way over. Slammed that door shut. Got Franklin sitting on back to the 2 spot. Campbell and Franklin. Run 1-2. Blake Johnson trying to find his way on up into the mix as well. But these top 2 stretching it on out just a little bit. The Bicycle Shack and the Hardcore Realty colors running 1-2 as we go in and out of turn number 3. Stretching things out just a little bit. Johnson, a little bit of work to do as we come all the way back home. Franklin trying to make a push for that just a little bit. The Bicycle Shack and the Hardcore Realty colors running 1-2 as we go in and out of turn number 3, stretching things out just a little bit. Johnson